For this project, you want to work in layers of colored pencil. I'm going to show you what that means. I personally, when I am using colored pencil, seem to kind of draw in a circular motion. So you'll actually see that it starts out being a circle, and then I just start to kind of go over some of those empty spaces. What this does, it helps to kind of create an even and consistent layer. So that's an example. Now, when I'm talking about coloring in layers, this would be the first layer. You can build up on that color to make it more consistent, and it will get darker as you go. So we just do the same thing, start over at the beginning. You're gonna fill in some of those extra white spaces that you might see. That's the second layer. Okay, third layer. As we go, it gets darker and more consistent. Okay, fourth. Fifth. Usually by the fifth layer, your colored pencil kind of gets to the point where it can't do much more, and it actually will start to kind of get shiny. This is kind of hard to see unless you see it in person, but it actually starts to get shiny, and it feels very smooth. At this point, we'd say that is perfect for this project. This is what is needed for the project. Okay, please don't color like this, leaving all those white spaces in there. This is too light and it's not consistent. This is what is expected for the project. You can color in layers. You can also just flat out put a lot of pressure, and then you basically get that same thing. This can be very hard on your hands. So I recommend that you don't do this as much, but you can. It's really up to you. So figure out what works best for you. Sometimes some students just coloring straight up and down does the same thing. If you're just taking your time, it's even consistent, and then you continue to do the same thing, building up layers. So in your sketchbook, you're going to need to practice 4 different colors. So we do this again, trying to get that shiny effect so it's nice, even, and consistent, and building up the layers. So again, in your sketchbook, practicing 4 different colors. After this, then you need to get your project object or theme checked off before you move on to getting this final paper.